G'day everybody, welcome to Zombie Bites Everything. Got some GDA today. Make sure all that is all nicely turned down. G'day 7, how you were going? I might sound really energetic. That's because I had a good night's sleep after a very good day yesterday. It was my daughter's wedding, and me and Topeka went there, and I walked down the aisle and did all the fatherly things, except the dance, because I don't dance. I mean, I can dance, but I don't like dancing in front of people, and my daughter knew that. There was a video photographer there and had to do a little interview at the beginning before the wedding. Did that at my daughter's place where all the bridesmaids, my wife was, and my daughter was getting ready and that. And then we travelled from the limo to the location, walked down the aisle, and was the first one to stand on a dress leaving a big shoe print. But in my defence, they said, you got to be on the left side. And I was like, okay. And I wasn't... When there was the rehearsal, I said to my daughter, do you need me and your mum to come? And she's like, no, you don't need to come. So I was like, all right. But I really felt like we should have went there because I had no idea that I was supposed to walk down this ramp, and I walked the wrong way. And me and my daughter didn't walk down to the thing properly because no one told me anything of how it was supposed to go. But they said I had to be on a left-hand side. The problem is I'm blind in my right eye, so I can't see. So they put me on the side. I couldn't see. It was fine. They didn't know that, and obviously, it wasn't something that was, it wasn't thought of. It didn't really occur to anybody until the day. Like at that moment when I stood on a dress, that's when it was like, oh yeah, that was probably a bad idea. Caught up with some close friends at the wedding. The reception was all right. Wedding was beautiful. Daughter and the son-in-law's vows fucking pissed all over mine and Topeka's. Me mates that came down from Perth. They were like, we were talking about it. We were both like, we were all four of us at the table going, fucking, their vows pissed all over ours. We should have done way better. That was fucked. They made us look like we didn't care about our loved ones. They made us care. They made us think we didn't. Yeah, it didn't look like we gave a shit. They put fucking thought into theirs. I think the one in Topeka's was, I've been with you for so long, I'm stuck with you now. Something like that. It was short and sweet. Our ceremony and everything was done in 13 minutes. I think my mates was done in less than 20 minutes. My daughters went on for like what felt like half hour, 45 minutes. It was fucking, long day, but it was well worth it. So yeah, it was a beautiful day yesterday. How's everybody else's day? I hope everyone else was having a good day. So I was at my daughter's place with everybody there, and look, everybody, we've got the story I'm about to say, what I'm about to talk about. Please understand, we have a different sense of humour here in Australia, so some things might seem a little bit off. Just understand that we have a different sense of humour here, and me, Topeka, and my daughter, both my daughters were there because the daughter getting married and my other daughter was a bridesmaid, and the other bridesmaids there. We're all trying to lighten the mood because, getting married is one of those things that's like, got to get in front of all these people, got to stand there in the middle, all focus is on us, all that sort of stuff. It can be a daunting day. So we make jokes and that. I think everybody does that. Probably do that all the way around the world, I guess. What do I know? I don't know. I only know Australian experiences. So had to do a... Let me just... Hey, now I got 000. Sweet. So, we're all there, and video photographers interviewing me and Topeka, asking us questions about the groom, what was our first thoughts, and all that sort of stuff. And me and Topeka had already said to our daughter, I'm giving funny responses. I'm not giving thingy responses. I'm giving funny responses. Because I'll give serious responses, but funny responses too, And did that. And I prepared a speech, and I wanted to say the speech, but I didn't want to offend anybody. There was a bunch of people that had dropped out of the wedding for personal grievances towards the bride and groom because they were, for whatever reason, they were pissed off. So they, at the last minute, dropped out and all that sort of stuff. And really, I got pissed off by it. It pissed me off. So I made sure I kind of mentioned it in my speech. But I didn't want to offend anybody at the wedding or cause a scene at the wedding. So I did it with the video photographer guy in our interview here. He said, I told him there's a little speech that I got, but it's better if I do it here rather than there. And my daughter, I already told my daughter the speech. I said, I want to read it to you first and get your approval because your mum thinks I should change it. And so I read it to her and she goes, that's perfect, put it in. So I put it in, and it was, I just can't wait to know these people are going to watch this video and there's going to be this speech. And I give a lot of jokes in it. I say g'day, hello, I'm the father of the bride, all that sort of stuff. And I wanted to tell a couple of jokes. And I won't go through all of them. I'll just cut straight to the last one. I say, and loyalty to the people who think being here today is beneath them. You can't spell go fuck yourselves without fuck you. And then I said congratulations and all that. And I can't wait to see the faces, or to know that there's these people that are going to go, hey, you missed the wedding, do you want to see it? And they go, yeah, all right. And these people that decided not to go to the wedding because of their pride, right, will see this video and the father of the bride basically saying, go fuck yourself, fuck you. Because you thought coming to the wedding was beneath you. You were too good to come to the wedding. Fuck you. You got a family member getting married and you're angry because they owe you $100 or something. Fuck you. That's not the reason, but whatever small fucking reason or whatever reason, unless they've fucking done something like killed someone or something, fuck you. Just shut up and go to the wedding. No, you chose to fucking let your pride miss out on a family member's beautiful event. We're talking mothers and grandparents here that were like, I don't like the bride, so I'm not going to the wedding. Oh, boo fucking who? It's your fucking son and your grandson's choice. Shut your fucking hole. Not your life. Fuck you. So you can't say that, though, a reception. It's a bit intimidating of a speech, it could be, and it would have led me to vent like that. So I figured I'll do it short in the thing, and everyone will get to see it that way. The best way I could do it, because I don't care if there's a fallout after, and like I don't care if someone wants to say something to me afterwards. You know, it's not ruining my daughter's day. So I strategically did that one. I think I was pretty smart too. It was a clever. It was a clever little. It's not a funny joke. Find new session, invite only. Oh, but then who am I to say, hey, look, if for some reason you don't want to go to somebody's wedding or whatever, by all means don't. I don't care about anybody else's wedding, to be honest. I only cared about this one because it was my daughter's, you know. And I wanted my daughter and my son-in-law to be happy on their wedding day. I didn't want me and Topeka. This is how it happens, right? Me and Topeka, we get told they're getting married. We're like, awesome. Tell us where and when, and we'll be there. Tell us what you need us to do, and we'll do it. Tell us what you need, and we'll try our best to get it for you. His side of the family, we're getting married. Well, you're going to do it this way, that way, this way, that way. These people are coming. You can't bring these people. No, this is not happening. That's happening this way. And the whole time, me and Topeka are just like, it's got nothing to do with us. It's not our wedding. We don't have any say. All we get, you know, we just like, where are we going? That's it. That's all we need to know is where we need to be. What do you need us to do? It's not our... I don't understand why parents and family try to influence someone's wedding. I don't understand that. I'm not trying to sound like I'm preaching or judgy to anybody out there who's experienced that, does that, or whatever. I'm just saying I don't understand it myself. I don't understand why that's like when people go, it's my daughter's big day, and then they start fucking, or my son's big day, and they start trying to dictate how the wedding goes, and you're just like, didn't you say it was their big day? What say do they have in their big day? It's their big day. It's their day. It's in the fucking, you know, it's their big day. I don't know how to explain it anymore. It just seems logical to me. It's their big day, so shut the fuck up. Just go where you need to go on the day and shut up. But I don't like such and such that's going to be there. Oh, well, fucking sit across the room, you dumb fuck. What's wrong with you? Fucking hell. Are you going there to associate with the cunt you don't like, or are you going there to support the family member you do like? What are you doing? It's simple. What the fuck's wrong with you? Yeah, exactly. There's a whole heap of people in the world, someone you could invite to your wedding, but you choose a certain group of people because you want them to experience that special moment in your life, that transition in your life, where you're saying you're committed to this for the rest of your life. Sorry, that might have come across like I was sort of comparing marriage to prison. But you get what I mean. I mean, you're saying out of all the people you know, I want you, and you. What about this person? No. We're filling it with the top tier group. You're in the top tier if you get invited to a wedding. You know, that's the way I look at it. Because sometimes we might go, oh, I'm not going to invite this particular family member. Why? Do you have a falling out? No, they live in another country, and I know it'll be hard for them to get here. So I'm willing to accept their congratulations over a phone or a message or something like that, because I understand it. You know, so you pick those people that you care about. Exactly, to be invited to a wedding. But here's the thing: these people, a lot of these people didn't say no. A lot of these people said yes, and then 24 hours before said we're not coming.
Yeah, 6 of them.
Yeah, 6 of them, 24 hours before, and a whole heap. A couple of weeks, the last couple of weeks, they've been dropping out, and turns out one of the family members is sort of saying, basically, the grandparents and the mother is basically saying, if you have anything to do with that wedding, use her out of the family, sort of thing. So a lot of family members sort of stepped out. His dad and some of his brothers and that did show up. To hell with any of the fucking things. They weren't missing it, and respect to them. Respect to all the groom's family that did show up despite how the other family are acting. Mad respect to them. Never met them before yesterday, and the people that did show up to support, good on them. Solid bunch of people. Yeah, I mean, it almost felt like sabotage, but you can't be suspicious and be paranoid on a day like that because you got other things to worry about, you know. So, but yeah, it was like I was sitting there thinking, and these cunts doing this on purpose. Everybody's saying yes, 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 yes. So you book so much room. You got to book a venue that's going to cover all the room of all the people saying yes. So the more people say yes, the bigger the room you book. The more food you have to book, and drinks and that, all that sort of stuff. The more you have to accommodate. And then all of a sudden they drop out, leaving you flipping the bill. It's like, you fuckers. Now, that's one side of it, and you can look at it that way, and there is a financial aspect to it. And I was thinking to myself, are they trying to financially sabotage them? Because one of the biggest things that break up marriages is money. And I had to say to myself, don't think paranoid thoughts like that, because this is your daughter's day and you don't want to be going in with that sort of mindset. Just let it go. But I can't help think that was one of the first things that went through my mind, because that's a possibility. I couldn't deny that's a possibility. But I did good. I did good at her wedding. I didn't make a complete fool of myself other than standing on her wedding dress.
Which everybody just about.
Yeah, by the end of the night, everybody had stood on her wedding dress.
Sure.
We can't even cook.
Sure.
I just feel like a goofy motherfucker because I was the first one to do it in front of everybody. Everybody else probably stood on it when they were just going up to hug her and congratulate her and shit like that, and no one was paying attention. That's the only difference. I don't give a shit. My daughter don't give a shit.
Dress and the bag.
Yeah, well, you know, lesson learned. My other daughter was taking notes. She said, I probably won't get married anytime soon, but she was taking notes anyway. Yeah, all right, make sure Dad's on my right side no matter what. Then he can see. And maybe not worry about having a dress with such a long train. And maybe make sure And it was the bridesmaids' faults too, because when she got there, the bridesmaids were supposed to grab her fucking dress and fluff it out. They got told as soon as she turns up there, grab her dress and fluff it out, and let it fall to the floor and be out the way, so it's not laying out where it was. It's the bridesmaid's job. And then the bridesmaids walked out, and then we came out, and then I stood on the dress. And her veil. Oh, there's always something. I was trying to go in there. I have to sort my big garage out. I've got a garage with a whole heap of cars in it. And I've got a whole heap of places that can store cars. So I really should just put some cars away. I won that. Hey, you got a person to throw out. Awesome. Still got no money. Cool. I'm not picking up any of the safes at the moment. I'll do that after. I'm going to do a couple of the races. There's some races with double monies. I'm going to go check them out. They're special vehicles. And yeah, I'm going to go check them out. I don't have the music on. I'm not a person who likes music. It was one of the things. Well, correction. I love music, but I'm one of those people that only loves music when I have the option to be able to control the volume of it, because I don't like trying to talk when music is playing. I find it very difficult to talk and understand people because of hearing issues and probably a little mild tinnitus. I definitely get a lot of ringing in my ears.
Relax, boss. We got it all under control. Boss is here.
Yeah, boss is here. Okay, those are the only two I really needed to worry about. Let's check to see if they're in stunts. Yeah, it seems to be here in the top. Oh, Deluxos as well. Oh, all special. Ah, that's a big list. Stormbergs, Ruiners, Rockets, Deluxos, and the Blaze. Sweet. Alright, let's go. Night Ride. Alright. I heard it's a tradition to step on dress. Well, it is in our family. It is now. Sounds like a good time for it. Yeah, it was good. I like it. Yeah, I just don't. The thing I don't like about their music in games is I don't like the music in games because I find it, especially if it's a song with singing. You go to say something and then a big part of the chorus or something will come on or something. Just, I just find it distracting. Also, it's harder too when I'm in a party. If I'm in a party, I find it really hard to understand the other person when there's music in the game. The theatre music is probably the best, like the chase music and that you get is probably the best. But you turn the music up, you turn the volume for the music up, it turns the volume for the music up on everything. That's the only problem. Sometimes the music, right, when I'm watching someone stream, the music will start. As soon as the music starts, I can't actually hear them as much. I can't understand what they're saying because they're talking at the same time as someone's singing. So I've got an overlap of how would you put it? An overlap of vocals, I guess. And then someone will say something and the singing will go over it and at the same time, and sometimes I can't tell whether they said this word or that word. That's why a lot of the time I don't mind just watching people's streams, but I don't worry about paying attention too much to what's going on because it's very hard. You know, I'll leave the streams in the background and go do stuff and let them play in the background. Might mute them or something. Do editing because it's like, yeah, I can't hear them anyway. The music's too loud. That high on life's good because if I ever, it gets a bit loud sometimes, but if I ever need to speak, I can just quickly pause, and because it's not an online game, when I pause, I don't have to worry about anything happening in the background. It just freezes and it goes dead quiet. It's very tricky though to get a game and have all your audios just right. You want to be able to hear the game, but you want to be able to hear the person as well if there's someone talking. I guess the only thing I'd recommend is what I did was the first time I did a stream. Oh, I could have jumped that, I guess. The first time I did a stream, I listened to it back, and then I was like, what's making it hard to? Well, the first time what I did is I recorded. I wasn't supposed to do that, was I? I recorded, and then I listened to it, and I was like, oh, I can hardly hear myself. So I turned the music off. Oh, why do I keep doing that? I keep fucking, as soon as I take off the jump, I keep opening up my parachute, fucking up my... Overlap of dialogue. Yeah, that's probably the better way of putting it. Yeah. And being hard of hearing, you know. My hearing's fucked because of drills and grinders and loud music and concerts and amplifiers and all that sort of shit. You know, and poor ear protection. Flat out, that's it. Poor ear protection. I never protected my ears when I should have protected my ears. That's why my ears are fucked. You as a muso, you'd understand that if fucking being around big fucking amps and shit like that, real right up close with no proper ear protection, can fucking doing that, being in that sort of environment fucking 9 months of the year can fucking put a toll on your ears. So yeah, my ears are fucked. Yeah, I know. Look, man, if I could go back, it's like it's that thing, you know. If you could go back in time, you'd do things differently because you understand it now. I didn't understand it back then. I didn't, you know. I don't even think anybody warned me. G'day, bad boy. How you going, mate? Sorry, mate. Didn't mean to miss your comment there. Oh man, I'm doing awesome. You might have missed it at the beginning. Yesterday was my daughter's wedding. Me and Topeka went there for the wedding, and my other daughter, my son didn't attend, but he wasn't able to attend. But me other daughter was there, so it was a really good day. All went swell. I forgot this car could do that. Did that to soften the landing, but it didn't really work. There we go. I had to remember, don't hit the button, don't hit the button. It's because you get used to jumping off things and hitting the button to get your parachute out. As soon as you leave the platform, your brain just goes, parachute? You're in the air, parachute? I like the parachute straightens your car out all the time. A lot of standing yesterday, so my back and my legs are fucked. Only got 6 checkpoints to go. I was jumping through the air as I went through. Righto, we'll go rocket one. Why not? Keep the double money rolling. We started with $0, $0 in our pocket, $0 in our bank. So, when we leave doing these races, we'll be able to see how much we actually made. So far we have done one race. And we do have to I'm just going to race them. I'm not going to worry about waiting 8.5 minutes. I'm just going to race them. Whatever time limit they take is whatever time limit they take. It is currently 10:53 a.m. Sunday, 2nd of March for me, 25 degrees Celsius. I do not have a conversion thingy to be able to convert it to Fahrenheit. And I'm not that smart to do the math on it right now. Oh, got to time these, eh? Get it off on the timing and boom. $15 you and your winter then. That's right. Or getting close to it, or coming out of it, or it's just cold at night. Probably just cold at night. We get about that. I just realised, yeah, you're nighttime right now, so it's 15 degrees Celsius. We'll probably get to about that at night time as well, about that time on a good night. Around now we are anyway, because we're starting to get ready to go into our autumn.
In autumn already.
Well, yeah, today we're in autumn now. We're in our first 2 days of autumn. Technically on the map we're in our first 2 days of autumn, but the season's slowly shifting, so we're not getting blistering heat at the moment. We're getting that autumn heat, which is less, more wind, that's cold. Coming off the... Because we live in a regional, like we live in a bushy area, but it's in the process of being a little bit developed. It's a bushy area that's near the ocean, so we get a lot of cool breeze off the ocean. So behind us is bush and mountains, and in front of us is ocean. We're in the middle. It's not rural, but it is a fair distance from the city. It's like 2.5 hour drive or whatever. It's miles. It's only 2.5 miles now because there's a freeway. But when there was no freeway, there's a freeway going there, or highway, or whatever you want to call it. So now it's a lot easier, It doesn't take people as long. It used to take people way longer. Actually, I think the mine in Topeka... See, mine in Topeka... Topeka and I have... when I was doing my apprenticeship of making lounges and that, once I transferred over to another place and I was working there. and I met this guy, right? Yeah, younger than me, right? And he was telling me how to fucking, you know, telling me what my job was and where all the stuff was and all that on day one. You know, the boss said, all right, this guy here will show you the ropes and show you where everything is. I was like, yeah, no worries. And at this particular upholstery place where we build lounges, I was cutting out foam, and so I'd go up. This guy younger than me, he comes up to me, he goes, yeah, mate, yeah, come over to the fax machine over here. There'll be a list, and it will tell you what the lounges are. If it ain't in the fax machine, it'll be on the board above the fax machine or whatever, and it will tell you that, you know, what a list of stuff that's needed during the week, that's got to be built during the week, and it tells you, you know, and on that you just you know, cut out the appropriate foam and build the mechanisms for the recliners and you know, your Scotch garden and sweeping and doing all this sort of stuff and that. I'm like, yeah, no worries, job's job, right? I don't care. I'm still trying to finish off my apprenticeship I'm still learning my trade, right? So I don't care, right? And I'm just like, he's rattling off all this stuff that I need to do, and I'm like thinking, yep. And I already know a lot of this stuff. I was already doing it beforehand. I'm like, yep, yeah, no, I got it. And I said to him at last time, I was like, geez, mate, I'm a year older than you. I should be the one giving the orders, not you, you little... Right? I was making a joke about it, and we were fucking laughing and shit like that. And we became good mates, and we've been friends for like 25, 26 years. If not longer. I can't remember. Oh, probably about... Oh, yeah. Easy, 26 and a half years, 27 years, something like that. Easy. And we were there for him when he... I knew him when he met his girlfriend. I didn't meet, wasn't there when he met his girlfriend, but I knew him when he met his girlfriend. And I was there when me and Topeka were there when his girlfriend and him became husband and wife. They are still husband and wife today. Congratulations and to them. Never had a doubt. You know, sometimes people will go, congratulations. I was surprised. It's like, nah, never had a doubt. We were there when we were around, and there when they had their first 3 children, as they were around. I met me mate after I had my son. So, you know, but my other children, he was there. The first thing he said to me when he seen me yesterday, after a couple of years, was, I was there when she was born, and her. I was around. My mate came to the hospital straight away. As soon as he came to the hospital after work, before Topeka gave birth to my daughter, both my daughters, and he was there at the hospital after to congratulate us. And when he finally was married, both him and his wife were there for us, and we did the same. So we've been friends for years and years and years. That's a good friendship to have. I'll be honest. I have lots of people I know in my life There's lots of people I know in my life that I respect and I care about and all that sort of stuff. But there is only a handful of people in my life that I can honestly say have never ever, I've never ever had a problem with them, issue, anything like that. Never asked anything of them and will always be there for them. And they feel the same way about me and my wife. There's only a handful of people. I think every person might be like this. There's only a handful of people you have like that in your life, you know. And then, of course, there's others, but there's only a handful of people that you like, you know, no matter what. You know, they say, "Can you help me with something?" You go, "Yeah, no worries. What is it?" You don't question it or anything like that. You have a sort of trust with them, and you have differences of opinions, but you never like me and mate. We were having a wild conversation last night. He had one view and I had a different view, but we weren't at each other's throats or anything like that. All right, we were civil, and it was a sort of conversation you expect people to have, but you don't often see. Because even with people you work with, they might have a different opinion about something, and one either yourself or them, one of you just get heated on it. Ah, that was good. I needed that. All right. Yeah, fuck it. Doesn't really matter, does it? Oh, I fell asleep like a fucking log last night when I got home, though. When I finally got home and was able to fucking relax, I just zonked right out. Oop. Well, of course, there. Limo ride was alright yesterday. It was Topeka's first time in a limo. It was my first time driving around in a limo too. But I'd been in a limo beforehand. I had a wild younger years. I wasn't always I wasn't always innocent. Sometimes I was the one up to no good in the neighbourhood. Not my choice. But that's a story for another day. Or maybe never. Don't have to expose every single thing about yourself online. Some things people can keep to themselves. Daughter's wedding? Yeah, cool. Antics of everything you did when you were younger growing up? Not so much. Maybe not everything. Someone comes in and hears the wrong thing at the wrong time and takes something out of context. That's it. You're in trouble. Whoa. Ass ahoy. My mate and his wife, they came back to our house last night. And I was telling him about how I was reading some chats and that, and I commented on a video, and someone we got into this, me and this other fellow got into this discussion. It was a civil discussion, alright. There was a couple of crazy claims, well, some claims I think might have been a bit overzealous, but, for the most part it was a civil conversation. And they implied, but people like you and I, you use a voice changer, and I was like, I don't use a voice changer. And I was explaining this to my friend, and I'm not going to do it now. People familiar with the channel already know that I can do these voices. And I did all my SpongeBob voices from SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, and Mr. Krabs. I did them one after the other. And it was so we started doing all these different voices. I was sure his wife was sitting, my mate's wife was just sitting there fucking thinking, oh, for fuck's sake. One guy come up to me at the wedding, right? So when the speeches were being done, right? This one guy, he got pointed out because he had a speech, and someone threw him under the bus and said, "Come on, mate, you got a speech." And the best man was like, "You got a speech?" Tried to give him a mic. He's like, "Nah." He was too embarrassed, and I was just like, "Do the speech, or the father of the bride's going to call you a pussy." And then he did his speech, and he used the phrase "sick cunt," and common phrase here. He said, "Oh, you two are both a bunch of sick cunts," right? Which means I love you, right? If an Australian goes, "Oh, you're a sick cunt," that means they love you, right? They care about you. And that's how we all took it to mean. He was a bit drunk and a little bit shy, and everybody put him on the spot, sort of thing, whatever. And we, at the end of the night, just before I was ready to leave, I went down to go have a smoke. And as I was going down to have a smoke, he come up and leaned on me rather heavily, nearly toppled me down, actually. He put all his weight on me because he was fucking drunk as maggoted. Maggoted. And he's like, "Sorry, man, I've had like 15 drinks already, kind of alcoholic here, hey?" And I was like, "All right then." And he's like, "Sorry if I said anything to upset you or anything like that." I said, "Nah, man, your speech was way tamer than mine was. Mine would have definitely offended someone." So, yeah, that was fun. I don't interact well with intoxicated people, with people that are drunk. Nothing, nothing like it's nothing like I can't say it's nothing personal because it's personal to me. I grew up around that environment, and the people that were drunk and that were negative, and it's left an impact on my life, obviously. So I find, as anyone sober will tell you, when you're sober around a drunk person, it's very hard to, you have to be wary what you say because it can be misinterpreted sometimes. There are high functioning alcoholics and high functioning people that are drunk you wouldn't even know. But then there are some, like when they get belligerent, when they get a little bit really sloshed, you're just like, oh, you got to be careful because this guy might take me. You'd be like, "All right, mate, we'll take care." "Hey, man, how you going? I'm fucking wasted, man." "Oh, yeah, all right, well, take care." "Oh, you think I can't take care of myself, cunt?" "Oh, it's all right, mate, settle down." "Oh, no, tell me, settle down." It can just switch so quick, eh? We all know it can, so it's very hard to communicate sometimes with intoxicated people. And I was in an environment last night where I was around a whole heap of people that I didn't know, because I don't know everybody personally on the groom side. Hell, I didn't even know everybody personally on my daughter's side. And I'm not one of those types of. Let's just say I'm not the type of person that I like to be being touched and stuff like that, especially by people that are drunk and people I don't know. But I had to restrain myself because my first instincts were not to not to indulge this prick in being in my personal space. You got to know how to deal with drunk people. You got to know how to deal with them. I dealt with the situation the way it needed to be dealt with. I know other people that probably would have went, "Get out of my fucking face, cunt," straight away. You got to know how to deal with that sort of situation. Now that wasn't a negative situation. I do not fucking hold any. Even though I called him a prick a second ago, I don't hold anything against him. He was drunk. He was there. He was excited. He had a speech wrote up and all that. He did the father didn't do a speech at all. I didn't do a speech at the reception, but I said I did say that no, I've already done one, and the video photographer guy said, yeah, he's already done his, and I don't know how people feel about that. If I was anybody else, I probably would have been thinking, wait, you could have done that earlier. We could have went up to you and gave a speech privately. I was like, yeah, probably should have went around the table and did it like that. That would have been better. Going up to everybody individually, having everybody sit around the table and just go, all right, the video photographers, please remain at the tables at the moment. The video photographer is going to go around and ask everybody, you know, what do you think of the couple? Got anything to say? But no, it wasn't done that way, and well, I don't know. But that's probably what I would have been thinking if I was anybody else there. I would have understood if they were thinking that. I would have totally understood that. But just so happened, I got to do my little speech thingy to my daughter, to the camera before, privately, with my wife sitting next to me. And I was able to dedicate it to the husband and bride, as opposed to everybody in the room. That's a bit psychedelic. I'm not sure I like that. There's more of it. Yeah, I don't like these neons. Don't get me wrong, I like them. I think they're cool. I don't like this one. This one I like. The blue, I like that one. Assholes. I waited until the last second to use my rocket thingy then. I'm not racing against anybody at the moment, so I really don't care. Whoa. Oh, well, there you go. Spaghetti bolognese for dinner tonight, eh? Huh? Spaghetti bolognese tonight?
Yep.
Alright, cool. Sorry, I was just checking to make sure that there was going to be spaghetti bolognese for dinner tonight, and there is. But that's why I crashed into a thing there. I decided right there and then when I was thinking about it to double check. I am going to jump off though because I am knackered. Struggling to be able to focus. So I am going to jump off. I just wanted to touch base and let everybody know that knew about the wedding, how it went, that it all went well, and all that. This is just basically a short video saying that. But I'll be back in like a day or so once I've recouped. And now that the stress of that's over with, I should be able to get back into more streaming. I got DayZ, I've got GTA, I've got Far Cry games, I have the DayZ stuff to do. I got some more stuff to do in Generation Zero. I don't know what I'll pick, but I'll be picking one of them, and I'll be back in a day or so. And yeah, I'll go to the thingy and save me money and all that sort of stuff before we leave. See what we got. How much did we make? Well, we got 85,000 from the races and 9,900 from something else. I don't know what that was from, because they went in different places. Anything to do with the races went in my pocket, and then that 9,900 went straight to my bank. Something popped up when I was spawning back in. I didn't see it. Well, I seen something popped up, but I didn't read it.
Ah, madam, what can I do for you? It'd be a pleasure. Call back if you need something, day or night.
Next time I come in, I'll be able to put that 44,088 away. So that's good. I like starting with a balance of 0 and having my money all put away in chips. I prefer having it all put away in chips. The more money I can have in chips, the better. I want chips. I don't want it because I gamble with it. I hardly do any of that. I collect it because I use it as a savings. I can't accidentally spend it. There's a process. I have to go and change it. All that sort of stuff. So I save the money there in chips, here in chips. And then yeah. And then if I need something, like right now I got like 2 million. I come outside and I got 45,000. When that's 0-0, when that is 0-0 and I have all my money in chips, I'm happy. I don't care. It goes, oh, you don't get to have your fucking mechanic bring your car out. Boo-hoo, I'll just go get it myself. I'll steal a car. It's Grand Theft Auto. That's the whole name of the game. I don't care. You know, this doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. It's like, boo-hoo. That's all right. You can't use your shower, can't watch TV. I don't use the shower or watch TV anyway. Who cares? These are things I don't do. So you got 0 money in your pocket, 0 money in your bank. You can't get charged for any of these other fees that you get. That's from Jimmy, mate. That's from Jimmy. Jimmy says hello. Hey, don't take my photo, prick. Let's save that. Yeah, big shout out to everyone who came in. Seven, Bad Boy, Wonderful Lovely Topeka. People that were lurking, shout out to you guys. And I'll catch you all later on. I'm out, my dot and dust. It's out.